rummage bloke has left his bike behind, and he's heading south to visit the family. Down to see the family.
So good afternoon folks, it's Good Friday and down at Torcross, which some of you may have seen on the news early February when it was a particularly stormy week and Start Bay was being battered by very strong winds and waves rolling in from the sea. A bit calmer today, but you can see in front of us the damage to the Torcross takeaway, which was severely damaged during the storm and which is now closed unfortunately. And we're just walking along. Now in front of us is a road that leads from Torcross down to Street, and it separates the sea from Slapton Lane, which is a freshwater lake, and it's a narrow strip of road that unfortunately with the storm the road was severely damaged. Just bear with us, we've got a car driving towards us at the moment. So just show you over the sea wall. And you can see the promenade. Now the edge of the promenade you used to be able to step off onto the beach, but now it's a good 10 feet or so below that level, so you can see how much the beach has dropped, being washed away. You can probably just make out in front of us now construction equipment that have been brought in to help repair the road, and there's a bit of a problem at the moment because the cost of repairing the road is going to be in the millions of pounds, which Southampton's council hasn't got the cash to spend, so they're appealing to the central government and the Environment Agency to help out, which I'll just show you how badly the road's been damaged when we get a bit closer. So you can see the metal piles in front of us, and hopefully through the fence you can see the road. And as this used to carry on along the street, but there's quite a big void now, you can see. So as I say, you can see that not only is it taken the road, it's also taken part of the car park next to the lay. And of course the waves have distorted the piling. You can see in front of us that's all bent and twisted, and huge boulders have been started to be brought in to hopefully shore up what remains of the road before repairs can hopefully take place. And now you can see the lines in front of us where parking bays similar to the ones opposite, but they've been well and truly washed away by the waves. And as I say, bear in mind in front of these parking bays there's a bit of a grass verge, and then the road, then the beach, and then the sea, and now we're virtually in the sea. In front of us you can actually see the remains of a American Sherman D-Day tank. Now this D-Day tank was lost off Slapton Beach during Exercise Tiger Roll, and Exercise Tiger Roll was when the Americans were practicing offshore for their planned invasion of France, the Normandy coast, and many hundreds of American servicemen lost their lives after their landing craft were lost during the exercise, and this tank was buried for many years, and then it was excavated and put in place here as a memorial. This is the start bay in, which was damaged, not severely but damaged during the storm. Fortunately it's managed to remain open, and it's renowned for its lovely fish that is very fresh, caught locally. It's always very popular. We've just eaten in there, so you're in the area and you fancy a decent fish and chips, try the start bay in. And the properties you can see in front of us, many of them are holiday lets. As you can see by the boarding, the windows have been smashed. Some of them have had damage to the roof. So it's going to be a huge repair bill to put things back right how they were. Hello folks. So it's now Easter Saturday afternoon. Quite a blustery afternoon down here in Devon. I think we've got Storm Dave moving in across northern parts of the country, but the wind has picked up, and unfortunately typical Easter weather, a little bit windy. But we're here down at Broadbands Beach, which is in Tor Bay. So Broadbands Beach is situated in between Paynton and Brixham, and as you can see it's quite a wide beach. Tide's out at the moment, bit of sea mist over there. It's good for a walk if you like a walk, and quite colourful beach huts along the beach. So unfortunately the weather's not really cooperating today. And the building you can see in front of us is called Venus. It's a restaurant stroke takeaway bar that's opened over the last few years. Used to be a series of changing rooms and a takeaway there, but been turned into a cafe stroke takeaway now. And not surprisingly there's nobody sat outside because of the weather. Now we're just looking back across Broadbands back towards the car park. Good afternoon folks, it's Easter Sunday afternoon, and yeah, I'm still down in here in Devon, and actually at Coleton St Mary, and at the moment inside a National Trust property called Coleton Fishacre. And this is a house and grounds, the house built predominantly in the 1920s or rebuilt, and it was home to the Daily Card family. You can see the house in front of us is rather busy today, being a Easter Sunday, so we might have a look in there later. But the gardens are very spectacular. You may be able to just make out in front of us a view of the sea out there on the Devon coast. So yeah, we'll have a quick look around the gardens and probably show you a few bits just now. I hope everyone's having a great Easter Sunday. So a bit of a better view there of the main house, which yeah, very large house. As I say, it is quite busy in there at the moment, so we may have a look later. As you can see in the gardens are a lot of little areas of interest. We've got a pool in front of us with a little house for wildfowl, and yeah, don't think you'd get very far on that boat, would you? Looks like it's sinking. But, yeah, very interesting. Not sure if you can hear, but we've got bamboo in front of us and behind us, and it's rustling and clattering in the wind, which is a sound I've never heard before. Quite distinctive, but not sure if the microphone's picking it up. This is known as the lower path, and it's taken us down towards the South Devon coastal path, and we'll make our way back up to the house on the upper path. So we're now making our way back up to the higher path. You can probably see in the distance the Devon coast. So this is quite a climb if you're not able-bodied. So we've made it to the top path, the end of the path, and as you can see, a lovely view of the South Devon coast. But as I say, a bit of a climb, but spectacular views. So we're now on the upper path, and we've just headed back towards the house, and yeah, the sun's out now, quite warm for an early spring afternoon. So I'd like to just wish everybody an happy Easter. I hope you've all had an Easter now by the time you're watching this, and I hope you've enjoyed the video of my little trip down to South Devon visiting family. So if you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like, hit the notification bell for notifications of when more videos come out, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, why not subscribe? So hope to see you soon, folks. Goodbye.